Very exciting news tonight, but more importantly, be brought up to date of what we're doing as a WBRA. My name is Glenn Smale. I'm the Vice President of the WBRA, and it's my privilege to be the chairman of the event for tonight. Before I get going, there'll be a couple of little housekeeping duties to go through, but first of all, I'd like to thank very much the Smardalka family for allowing us to use this facility. They've been great supporters of ours, and we really appreciate how they've helped us over the years by allowing us a place to have these annual general meetings. So thank you very much, Alex, Sandy. Another gentleman who's wandering around all the time, Joe Bickerstaff from the Beach Booster. What a great booster he's been for us. So thank you for that. And a new addition to our fine media team would be Candid Frank, who's right here. And we'll be recording tonight's festivities, so if you're here without your wife, make sure you turn the blind side, because it will be on YouTube later on tonight. We have this microphone, which I'll be using, and the head table, and we will have a microphone on a table right in the middle there, so when we get to the questions period, we would hope that you can go to that particular area and use the microphone to ask questions so everybody can hear. And I'm a great believer, like via rail, we're going to be on time tonight, and our meeting hopefully will be over by 9, and maybe you can see if the Raptors win their opening game tonight or not. So thank you. I can declare that I think we've got our quota. We have a quorum for a meeting tonight. I don't know what the actual count is, but I know there's more than 10 people here. So I thank you very much. We did ask for proxies, and we got a blistering amount of 7. So we are in accordance with our bylaws, and we thank you again for coming out for this evening. So it's my pleasure right now to introduce Peter Gribbin, who will give you a State of the Union address for the WBRA. Peter?
Wow, what a crowd. It's amazing. Thank you for all coming out tonight and making it such a great turnout. Can any of you remember a TV show called Faulty Towers? Hands up, Faulty Towers. John Cleese. Remember the poor guy in the restaurant, Manuel? Well, he was from Barcelona. He used to get smacked on the head every so often if he didn't do things right. And John Cleese would say something like, "Don't mind him, he's from Barcelona." Well, I've just spent 2 weeks in Barcelona, so I'm from Barcelona. So be kind to me tonight. And Glenn, when I'm finished talking, I don't need a slap on the head. I'll just put the mic down, okay? So another year has flown by since our last AGM, and a time to reflect on what we feel was accomplished since then and what we need to stay focused on for the next year. It's also just over a year since our new council was elected. Now, if we were giving out our 12-month report cards, I think this team would be ranked pretty high, given what's been achieved so far, and considering the challenges assumed from the last council. Thank you, Mayor Smith and Council, for breathing much needed new life and enthusiasm back into our beautiful town. And community engagement is alive and well again. Thank you also, Mayor Smith, for bringing back Andrew McNeil as our new CAO. I can say with certainty from my monthly meetings with Andrew, he's passionate and dedicated in helping Wasaga Beach reach its huge potential for all of us to enjoy. We've waited long enough. Thank you, Andrew. Our mission statement is quite simple: to promote and protect the interests of all town of Wasaga Beach taxpayers. Our statement simply says, a community informed and engaged is a community empowered. That's why we promote the following in all of our cards and Beach Booster ads. Be informed, be engaged, be a member. Being a member provides a louder and clearer voice in shaping the future of our community. The more members, the more we're heard and the more impact we can achieve. So what have we achieved since our last AGM last November? We have a representative at all council meetings to review and analyse the agenda items, decisions, so we can brief you, our members, on what's going on. We continue to keep you informed about what's happening at Town Hall via our newsletters and our Facebook page. We hosted a public information meeting at Marwood Golf and Country Club on June 21st. A lot of you were there at that meeting with guest speaker Andrew McNeil, the Town of Wasaga Beach CEO. There was a lively question and answer period, and it was so good to hear the clarity in the responses we got from all the questions that were answered. None of them were dodged. As President, I meet with Andrew monthly to review issues and opportunities, present collective views of our membership, and discuss topics where we exchange perspectives. We may not always agree, but we are listened to and we are heard, something we could never have achieved with the previous council or the CEO when we were ridiculed and shut out from pretty well any conversations. We recently undertook a task of writing to the superintendent of Wasaga Beach Provincial Park, as we believe the longest freshwater beach in the world needs significant improvement and investment. We did get a response, pretty pat response that I'm not satisfied with, so there'll be more to come on that. We also focused on building a greater presence by promoting WBRA membership renewals and new memberships in the Beach Booster. You've seen our ads quite in the last several months in Beach Booster. We will continue to be focused on key developments, and you can expect to see 1 or 2 surveys to gather your important comments, which we can share with our CEO and council. Now I want to take a few more minutes to ask for your help. We're a small, dedicated and passionate team. We've represented Wasaga Beach taxpayers for a number of years now, most of us since it was founded back in 2019. We witnessed some of your comments, many of your comments, and the writings you've had. We've heard your questions, so we know that you're passionate about our beautiful town. We want you to be more engaged. We want you to get involved more, and we do make a difference. So simply provide me with your contact information before you leave tonight if you're interested in joining WBRA on our communications team, and we'll chat further after that. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Peter. Now for the really exciting, the highlight of the evening. We'll have our financial report and update. This is right up there with an insurance policy. So Cliff?
There's a lot of fine print.
In Trump's words, trust me.
Everything's okay, trust me. Yes. Thank you. So what I'm going to report on are the annual financial statements for the year ended May 31, 2023. The statements consist of a statement of affairs and a statement of receipts and disbursements. The disbursements exceeded the receipts ever so slightly, leaving a deficit for the year of $390. So we were pretty well managed in that area. The main expenditures included advertising, which was radio, newspaper ads, and general mailings, a sum of $9,500 in that category. We had third-party advertising, and this was a campaign expenditure, which was just under the maximum allowed at $6,500. We ran some surveys and some polls, and they ran up to $7,500. And we renewed our insurance policy, our liability insurance policy, to the tune of $2,000. The statement of affairs shows a balance that's obviously equal to the opening balance of a year ago, and it, together with the anticipated membership fees, will provide sufficient funding for our activities going forward. If there are no questions, I will read a resolution and ask that all members who have not already voted by way of a proxy to raise their hand in favor or opposed of the financial statements. In addition, I will ask that we seek a consent to waive the necessity of a statutory audit, which we did a year ago. No questions. That's good. All in favor of those two resolutions? Opposed? Don't scratch your head like that. Thank you. That ends this brief meeting of the financial statements, and thank you for your attention.
It is my pleasure to announce the slate of directors. I think they're pretty well familiar names. Judy Desmareau, I always butcher your name, I'm sorry, Judy. Peter Gribben, Annette McDonald, Clifford Preston, and Glenn Smale. And that is our slate of directors for the year moving forward. I would entertain a motion to approve, or if someone wants to put another name up for election. Thank you very much. Can I have a show of hands to say, yes, we approve of this board? Or slate, rather, sorry. Thank you very much. And we'll get double the income we had last year, I believe. Okay. So warm up the corporate jet. Are there any questions from the floor? If not, we will move forward to our two guest speakers.